Hello everyone, Bill Bacardi. Hopefully everybody's well. We're going to pick a lock tonight. I just got home. I got one in mind that I want to do. This is that one from Paul Springett, the Redback Spider. And I've already got the rubbers in my vise because I was picking on this heavy-ass Sergeant Greenleaf from Steel Pinnings. Man, what a tough lock that is, guys. I probably got 6 hours in that already. Picking and picking and picking. I don't think I've ever even got it into a full set. Yeah, I don't want to put no scratches in this lock. So what I'm going to do with this lock, I'm going to send it out as a loaner, guys. I'm not going to send it out just into the community, because it's just going to end up in somebody's collection. Somebody's going to say, I'm keeping this. Forget about it. It's that pretty of a lock. But if you'd like to pick it, let me know, and I will get it sent out to you. I got a couple guys that are already interested that want to do it. Okay, man, that's tight in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get... I'm going to be picking from this ledge anyway. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get a tension wrench down in the bottom of that lock unless I can find something real skinny. Where's that real tiny, tiny one that I have? These things have really tight tolerances, guys. It's a Brava cylinder. Oh, that one fits nicely. It sticks out a little far, but let's see if we can do anything with it. Paul Springett really did a nice job on this lock. 1, 2, I got it pushed up. 3, I got a little click on, guys. 4, nothing. Oh, I can't get under 5. 5, I got a little click there. 4. Okay. A little click on 3 there. Got a little tiny turn on the core. Not on 1. Let's go back up it. Two is really hard to get under. Okay, I'm under 2. Nothing. Right. Push under 3 and it gives me a little more turn on that core. Very, very slight increments on the false sets here, guys. Okay, there's 5, 6. Really? Oh, there's a couple little clicks on 5. I don't know if he's heard that or not. 3 gave me a little more with a little click. I'm going to switch to a shorter hook, guys, because I'm having trouble getting under 3 there. And, of course, I'm using my Das Evers. I believe these are in 25 thousandths. They are strong picks, though, guys. I bent the deep hook a little bit. Okay. 3, I just got a little click out of again. Okay. I think that was 2. I was just sliding off that pin on 2, though. Very slippery inside here. Oh, damn it, I think I just lost everything. Okay. 4 gave me a little turn back on that plug. 3, nothing. 1, wow, 1 goes all the way up in that chamber. Okay, just got a little turn. I snugged on, just nudged 2 when I went underneath it. 3, okay. Yes, there's no clicking and very, very, very tiny false sets, guys. I mean, like in millimeters. Let me reset my tension wrench here because it's starting to want to come out. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely in a little bit of a false set here, but now everything is locked up. I'm gonna have to counter rotate this, I think, and see what's hooked up in that. It's got to be hooked on a spool somewhere, and I'm not positive, but I think these all have factory counter milling in them, like the Unions. So I might be hooked on some kind of counter milling on a spool or something. Yeah, everything's locked up. So I'm going to counter rotate it just a little bit back. Oh, I got something on 4 there. I got a little push on 4. Got a little click. 2. And we're open on. I believe that's, I believe that was 3, guys. Okay, I didn't scratch the lock. Let's get this vise out of the way and not quite a frame. I'm going to put one of these things down. Bobby Keys sends me pics in these all the time. They're awesome. Very nice lock, Paul Springett. Very fun lock. You know what? I'm going to move all of these pins up on this board because I got a bunch of pins on here that I made the other day. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get a shim in this lock. I hope so. I don't know if we're going to be able to because I know that they have really, really, really tight tolerances. Because that other Brava that I made into a challenge lock, the... oh, yeah, that goes in there. Very tight, though. Okay, I think I'm all the way to the front. I could barely get a shim in there to put those pins in it when I did it. Okay. Shim is coming through with it. Beautiful. Coming all the way through, baby. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Put my shim over here. And we'll pull the pinning board up, guys. I just didn't want to scratch this lock. You know what? I'm not going to take that out of frame. I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully I'm even in frame. Am I in frame, guys? Yeah. Wow. I'm asking you like you should know if I'm in, like I should know if you're in, you should know if I'm in frame or not. Okay. None of these top pins in here matter, guys. These are all just some challenge pins that I was making. And I might show a couple if we get enough time. Okay, and number one, that's a pretty cool. Wow. It's like a ball on both ends, like a barbell. Very nicely done, Paul. Standard in 2. Got a beveled top, though, kind of like a Lockwood pin. 3 has an awesome spool in it, really deep. I'm sure that's what I was getting hooked on. 4 is a really nicely serrated pin. 5 is a single serration. 6 is a standard with like a tapered top. And I don't see nothing done inside the core, guys. No, they're all smooth. That's why it was so slippery in there. Everything's smooth. You know, we start looking, guys, when we're doing challenge locks, we start looking for that crunching and that feedback of those turns on the cores and stuff. And when there's nothing done to that Bible or to the core, it, was that an acid spool? That's a really nice, it looks like a steel spool. With a steel spring up above him. Very long steel spring. 3, I see no, 2. Ooh, he was a drunken spool. Very nice. Very thin. That might be where that little bit of a false set came from. And just didn't let me set him all the way. Very nicely done, Paul. Awesome lock. Very fun pick. And then another one of these little spools. Those spools got a really sharp lip on them. Those are awesome. I should have used my lighted follower from Foxy. Another spool in that one. Maybe that's why it was giving me such a little bit of turn at a time on that core when I was pushing through it, because very, very tiny, tiny increments on the, that's 6. 6 is a standard, but it's tapered. So, yeah, it's tapered like a Lockwood pin, yeah. Whoop. So that would overset very, very easily. That's a spring out of there. It's a little tighter wound, it looks like. There's a really long one in 5. Wow. Well, he's definitely balanced the pin stacks in this case. Absolutely. Yeah, I can show you. He's balanced those pretty well. Nothing like a balanced set of pin stacks. I always say that. Okay. Okay, so 1, it's like almost like a serrated spool. I don't see nothing done upstairs, guys. That is just an awesome lock, though. Bobby Keys wants it next, so I'm going to send it to him. And then let me know, guys, if who else wants it, and I will send it to you. But you've got to promise to take care of it and try not to scrape it all up and scratch it up, guys. Paul Springett put a lot of work in that lock. So I will definitely send it out to whoever wants it. Okay, let me bring this over here on the pinning board, guys, on the pinning tray. Actually, I'm going to bring this out a little bit this way, and then I can bring it right here because I'm plugged in with my phone. And we'll show the pins Paul Springett put in here. Okay, so in 1, we had this really, really cool key pin. It's like 2 balls with a double spool almost, and then this spool up above it. It's got like some little serrations in it. It looks like a steel spool. Steel spring up above him. 2, we had a standard with a tapered top. And drunken spool up above him. You can see that. Very nice. Steel spring up there. Then we had this really nice spool in number 3. And another one of those spools with a real sharp lip up above him. Steel spring. Then 4, we had this awesome serrated key pin. Another spool, real sharp lips on those little spools. Steel spring there. And then this one, it's tapered at both ends. And it's got this little one serration on the key pin, which would definitely catch up in that top. I thought these were all counter milled though from the factory, but I guess not. Maybe some are, some aren't. I don't know. And then in 6, we had this standard key pin with this tapered. You can see the tapers on that. Actually, I'll pick that up, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll pick it up and put it in my hand so you can see it. I'm sorry. Let me get my tweezers. And you can see how tapered that is, really. Focus. Yeah, you see how tapered those ends are on that? See? That's really nice. As far as dropping back down in the chamber, that would definitely do it to you. And then the key pin is the same way, tapered like that. Can you see that? Very nicely done. I like that. Very cool. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. Paul Springett, thank you for sending me this lock. Thank you for sending me everything you sent me. There's the pins again, guys. Everybody have a great evening. And good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.